Hello YouTube, this is Mr. Deegan. I'm back. So you can already see the name of this video. I'm checking something on the side. So it's been a while. It's been a long while since we've done a video. I had to step back and do some stuff. I stepped back and want to think some stuff through, and just chest pain is not great dealing with it. I'm gonna have to just deal with it and move on. I think the last real release was July 3rd was when I did release a video July 5th. But I will say right now, if you ever see a video come up with just part 3, no thumbnail, no title technically correct yet, just tags and stuff, that means I had the video on backlog. I only have one other video like that right now on the channel, backlogged, where I was eventually going to release it probably sometime around that time zone, but I just forgot about it because of hurt, pain, and that's been hell. But also I started having, it happened once or twice again, and that's why this video is coming up. What we're going to talk about, it's happened once or twice, it's gone away again. It's just, what this is also probably what led me to drink energy drinks constantly, and soda constantly, and coffee, to the point where coffee does absolutely nothing to me. I drank Death Wish. It takes like 4 or 5 cups of Death Wish now to actually get up any energy off of it. It does absolutely nothing to me. Monster, to this point, it's only the juice and maybe some of the coffee monsters that I can actually drink, and it does something for me. Rockstar, only certain ones gives me energies. Adrenaline I'm fine with. Bang I'm still fine with. 5 hour energies don't really do anything. I have a lot of things where I can drink it and get nothing off of it now. So you saw the title of this video. This is a talk about time. It's been a long time since we've done with this, and I wanted to start off with this because I am gonna start uploading again. Sea of Thieves stuff will come out in that, and I'll slowly get back into it. The Sea of Thieves content, I'm sorry, it's gonna come out, but it's gonna come out slowly. I'm not gonna rush back into stuff, so I'm gonna slowly take stuff at my own pace and slowly bring stuff on board again. We will catch up on like One Piece and Mario Mashida and all those shows I did weekly. Manga I did. We're gonna catch up on that, and then any gameplay things I did. Halo, Stardew, any of those we're gonna do weekly. I just wanted to state what is gonna start happening here. I'm just gonna slowly come back into it and rework myself back into uploading daily. So this might be the only video today. You might get another video today. If anything, it might be a gameplay part. I'm recording this kind of late, and then I'm recording a reaction, at least a part of one. I won't finish the reaction until probably tomorrow or the next day. It's another thing I want to do first. Also, movie week, we didn't do it because of the heart problems and me in the hospital and me in out of the hospital and then back in. So we never got around to movie week. Movie week will come, but movie week probably will change into movie 2 weeks. Because I'll probably not try to do all 7 movies in one go. I'll try to spread them out, give more breaks, because I don't want to sit through 7 movies back to back. Maybe 1 or 2 would be fine, but I don't think I could do that back to back to record for future content. So just for head notes for that. Otherwise, as you could probably see by the title, yeah, one of my deepest fears is falling asleep, and you might be like, why falling asleep? I've talked to my mother. My father knows a tiny bit about this. My mother knows even a little more than that. I talked to a bunch of therapists back when I was in the hospital for depression and that. Going to see therapists for depression medication, all that stuff. And I talked about this with doctors, and they never knew what this was and never knew how to categorize it. So it just stopped, and it came back, like I said, a day or two. It's been a couple of days now since it's happened again. So my fear of falling asleep started somewhere around college. Start college when I hit depression. Probably my depression hit the hardest, and they're thinking it's probably depression related. I would say maybe, but these last two times make it even more hard. It makes it harder to see the last two times as that, because depression, it's gone almost completely away. I might get the thought every so often, maybe once every month or something like that. I've been dealing with it really well, been back on my feet, been feeling great. So these last two times are outliers of that, the guess of what it would be. So to explain what happened in college, one of my semesters, actually I think one and a half of my semesters, I think almost 2 semesters, this happened. I started having sleep. I started sleeping for long hours a day. It started off normal. I would sleep normal hours, 6 to 8 hours, and then suddenly I'm sleeping 10 hours, or I'm sleeping 12 hours, and I'm doing everything still fine, maybe adding a little more exercise. I'm like, oh, it's probably just muscle fatigue, because I was adding in, because we could go to the gym for free at the college, and I was like, oh, maybe it's just workout fatigue, maybe it's just me overstressing myself, depression maybe. I started having dreams. More like, it's also the reason why I don't want to dream much. If I could fall asleep and just have black and then wake up, it'd be great. Because of this. So when I go to sleep, I would. Let me point this out fully. The only way I could wake up in this state was by music, because music would be the outlier in these dreams. My dreams would be so realistic, I couldn't tell what was real and fake anymore. The only thing that would ever wake me up, and that's why I started hitting 12 or 14 hours, is because it would take that long for music to start playing, either in a room by a roommate or something else. Someone down the hall is playing music, and it enters in my brain, and then it kicks me out. My roommates couldn't wake me up for some time during this, because they tried, and they just thought, oh, I just was sleeping more. Maybe he's just more tired these days. This would happen probably 3 times a week, maybe 4 at the most. Sometimes maybe just once or twice, but mostly 3, maybe 4 times a week. I would fall asleep, and then suddenly, I had to start putting music alarms to wake myself up, because I would fall asleep, and then suddenly, I don't realize it's a dream. I think I wake up. That's how my dreams usually start. Me waking up, and then I go throughout my day, and I have almost perfect memory. I have a really good memory when it comes to a lot of stuff in my life. And I would basically, my brain would do a lucid dream, and I would dream like everything I'd be doing, everything interacting with me. I would be in control, perfect control. And I couldn't tell it was a dream. I had this problem, and I didn't know how to solve it. The only thing, like I said, would throw it off. It would be normal. Everything would be normal. seems like normal everyday life every other day. Like, it would just seem normal. I couldn't tell there's a difference until music started playing, because music would start playing, and it would be music like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood music playing out of a speaker of a building we're passing by. I'm like, oh, that's strange, but maybe it's in the news. I kind of brush it off usually, most times, because I'm not in that dream state. I'm more just relax, and I'm like, just focus on what is going on. Don't listen to anything. Like, kind of like mute everything around me kind of state. And then if the music starts intensifying, or it switches to a new song, and then suddenly it starts playing out of the cars, and then I start realizing it's a dream when it's playing out of cars and buildings at the same time. I'm like, that's not right. This is a song I know probably no one has in this town that I live in, other than close friends. It shouldn't be playing on a radio. There's no way this would be on the radio. This is a Japanese song. Someone English dubbed it, or whatever. This can't be there. And then that would allow me to realize, oh, this is a dream, and wake up. Most times that happened, I would wake up, and then I realized I just missed 2 or 3 classes, because instead of sleeping the 6-7 hours I needed to sleep and then wake up for my morning classes, I just slept 12 hours. I missed the first 3 morning classes. I have 2 more classes today. I need to get up and get ready as soon as possible and leave. And I couldn't explain this. I tried to explain this as best as possible to therapists and doctors. Nothing could help. They couldn't think of anything. The triggers, nothing. That's why depression came up later on in the conversation. These last 2 are outliers. Which I'm thinking maybe this time around I've been sleeping because I had lower back pain, because I threw out my back. I was thinking because I kept waking up in pain, I was only getting 2 hours of sleep, 2 hours of sleep constantly, and then I get that sleep, or naps, whatever you want to call it, 4 times a day, and that would be my sleep for the day, 3 or 4 times a day. And then suddenly I had 2 days last week where I slept 12 hours. Another day I think I slept 14 hours. I had the same thing. Music broke me out of it, but I was like, this doesn't feel right. It's been years since I've got this. I wasn't going to make a video talking about this. I don't think I've fully talked about this other than to doctors, and I would rather make a video talking about it, so if anybody ever asks the question, it's easier for me to send them to this video than explain it millions of times over and over and over. So that happened, and that happened for a long time. The worst it ever got was I slept 22 hours, and this was not even, I was up for 2 or 3 days. This was me being up for maybe 10 hours and then sleeping 22 hours because I couldn't get out of my dream. I thought it was real, and I was doing streams and doing all this stuff, and I couldn't tell anything was wrong. That was the worst it ever got. That's also why back in college and after college, I started drinking a lot of energy drinks to the point where I started doing 60 hours awake, 72 hours awake, 74 hours awake. And then I would sleep for maybe 3-4 hours. I know I was destroying my body, but at that point, me falling asleep and having one of those lucid dreams terrified me more than what I was doing to my body. Like I said, I need to go put myself somewhere real quick. It's right there. I just can't see it because it hasn't loaded. Oh, I fell off the map. Yeah, so it absolutely terrified me every single time. So if you ever see me drink energy drinks or That's just because I like certain energy drinks now. I like the taste of the energy drinks. I might try G Fuel or one of the other ones that are more healthy. Adrenaline was not bad, but I'm hoping G Fuel and them are better. I won't know until I try them. So so um so huh yeah. So it it was bad. It was absolutely horrible. Every day to have a chance of just waking up and having the chance, or falling asleep and having the chance of this. This is also why I have a dream catcher over here. You guys never see it because it's off screen. Maybe this has helped. Maybe it has. I've had less dreams. The only dreams I've had in the past couple weeks, probably months, have been me dreaming about the future. A lot of dreams about the future. And I think that's the one big kicker that really kicked me back into doing a video about this and getting back into it right now. Even though pain still consists every so often, is I keep having dreams of doing projects with Rooster Teeth, playing with like Chill Chaos, playing with Markiplier, doing Uno with them, doing like Wheel of Fortune with Game Grumps, just stuff like that. I would love to do. I have a long list of stuff I would love to collab with, but I have to keep going. I can't take. Maybe I can take big breaks like this because it was good for me in the long run. So I'm sorry about that, but I probably will take breaks like this in the future. Hopefully next time I will say something before disappearing for what, like I said, July 1st, so 13 days, 12, probably 10 to 13 days disappearing. So sorry about that. This was gonna come out the 13th, but I didn't want to rush it. Also, I was kind of relaxing and rewatching certain movies like Your Name, A Silent Voice, A Boy and the Beast. Those movies, I rewatched them, parts of them, and cried a bunch. That's also why I didn't record that video yesterday, because you could tell I was crying for at least a decent amount of time. You could tell from my face I was crying previously, and I didn't want to show that off. I only show that off if I cry during the video we're reacting to, because it has happened a lot. Otherwise, my fear, I go back to that. I'm drifted off that conversation. I always do, somehow during these talks. My biggest fear is falling asleep. But even that is falling asleep and never waking back up. It's not even dying in my sleep. I fear it's that state of me falling asleep and not realizing, me not having music or something to wake or notice, and I just sleep for days. Because it could be possible at this point. Like I said, this hasn't happened in months. It happened 2 times in the last week, but it was random. I don't know why it happened. I've brought this up with a bunch of doctors. They don't know. They think maybe it's something that's happening. I could not tell you what was different from those 2 days than the other days. That's the other reason I haven't really said anything to a doctor recently, is because last time they started talking, I had to keep notes of what could be different, and after those 2 days, I rethought through everything that had happened in those 2 days, and I could see nothing differently. So, yeah. Sorry about taking the long break. But yeah, one of my biggest fears is sleep, which subsides into why I drink a lot of energy drinks or I stay up for long hours. That's also why I stick to mainly glasses now, because I can't. If I wear contacts, I have to call my contact brand because I retried my contacts again, and my contacts prescription is worse than my glasses, which don't make sense. But the reason I wear glasses mostly is because if I wear contacts for more than 18 to 20 hours, my eyes will feel, I can feel the contact, and then they start irritating my eyes, and it tells me, go to sleep, you need sleep. If I'm not wearing contacts, if I'm wearing glasses, I can stay up for as long as my body says so, and then it's like, you definitely need sleep, and go to sleep. That's why I could go 48 hours, 72 hours. I think when Destiny 1, the final DLC for Destiny 1 came out, I streamed for 24 hours or something ridiculous, and then I passed out on stream for 8 hours. No one was watching me at that time, otherwise I would have gotten in trouble for that. I don't think the video actually exists anymore. And then I woke up and I probably streamed another 8 or 9 hours. But yeah. Yeah, that's my biggest fear. I wanted to let you guys know that, and my story. If you guys have ever had this experience or had the same thing and know what it could be, tell me down below. Like I said, I've talked to probably, if I count the doctors, I could probably count my doctors on my hand of 2 hands. That, him, that hospital, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is psychiatrists and doctors. I think I've talked to at least 10 or 11 people by now. Doctors and I can't even think of the word now. I just said it. But yeah, I talked to about 11 people, 10 or 11 people about this, and they had no idea. They told me to keep notes, and I can't see anything different than anything else from those last 2 days. So, maybe this will come up conversation later on down the road. So if you ever see a video and I talk about me having a problem with sleep, or me not wanting to sleep, or something along the lines, that's why. This is just more information for you guys. Otherwise, hopefully I see you guys in the next video. Like I said, this is either going to be its own video for tonight, or it's going to be alongside another video. I don't know. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like the video, if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, I recommend subscribing to the channel to keep up with the content. Otherwise, I will see you guys later, maybe for a gameplay part. If not, I will see you guys tomorrow for a reaction part, or some type of reaction part. See if these will still be a day or two before I put out guides for that again. So I'll see you guys then. Otherwise, really, have a good morning, have a good afternoon, have a good night. Wherever you are, just have a good day. Hope I see you guys next video, and peace. These are the current members supporting my channel, and thank you guys so much for supporting it. If you want to join, it's down below. Otherwise, thank you so much.